Oh my gosh, it all works! Hey everyone, Fentrix here, and welcome, or welcome back. Today, I'll be going over my first boss fight. It's actually called the Chaos Manifestation, and it takes place in the Light Realm, which is more of a multiplayer experience. First thing I do is actually head into test mode here and show you guys what I have so far, because I have been working on this boss for a while. I have my first animations completed already, so I have the entrance animation, a rage animation, and my first attack down. So let me just head over there to show you guys. I have a sort of delay before anything happens because I have been testing to make sure everything works well. So there's a 20-second delay before the boss spawns in and does these animations. We have the HP bar. I made sure that I was on screen so that players don't have to look up to see it. And yeah, here we have the first few animation and the first attack. I'm not just gonna let this bastard hit me, so I'll hit him back. There we go. Now I can end this testing and actually get into the meat of this video, which is working on other attacks. So far all I have is the left attack, which is the left hand. Next would be the right hand, and then I plan on doing a dual-handed attack. I do also want to start like working on special attacks as well. First I have to make the boss visible, and right here as you can see I mistakenly made the humanoid root part visible as well, so might as well fix that and move on. Oh, I didn't even notice his leg down there. It's all wonky. Damn, must have messed with that last time I was editing. It doesn't matter though. In the actual boss fight, I make sure his legs aren't visible because I'm not gonna animate something the player can't see. So I'm not stressing. I think I'll just make that invisible and move on with my day. Alright, let's go. I'll start off by giving you guys a rundown on my scripts and how I manage this boss. Firstly, we have our attack animation script. In here, I just changed the attack value inside of the Chaos controller to control what attack the boss does. I'm quite newbie at scripting, so I look for the easiest way to do stuff. Don't come at me for the way I'm managing this boss, please. I'm trying. Next we have our spawn manager. This deals with the base animation and the transparency of the boss when it first comes in. And then after that we have the size script. This makes sure that the boss sort of stays the size, because you know when you mess with the size of a rig in Roblox, it sort of messes up. So my way of dealing with that was getting a script to sort of keep it together. Yeah, and then we have our handler. This deals with all of our animation values, and it's all controlled by time, basically. So if it's a certain time, then this value will change and the boss will do this animation. Let's actually get into the animation, shall we? I already have this left attack animation here, so I'm thinking I could probably just use this and modify it, but it mightn't be as good, so what I'll do is I'll import my idle animation and work from there if this would open, but it won't. Gotta love when it's working against you. Oh, finally. Here we are. Alright, now I'll just import my Chaos Manifestation idle, and from here I can work. Now that I have the animation, first thing I am going to do, of course, is just delete all the extra keyframes. I only need the first keyframe because I would like it to smoothly transition into its animations. And yeah, right here I'm just going to speed up the animation process, so enjoy. always like to take my time and make sure that those animations feel as smooth as possible for the effort I'm putting in. And yeah, now I'm just going to publish it and immediately get into the scripting and ensuring that this works as intended. Right here I made a mistake. I named it left attack when it was actually supposed to be right. I was thinking my left, but it's the chaos manifestations right, so yeah. Big brain time. Big brain. Anywho, let's get into the scripting here to make sure this animation actually plays when it's supposed to. I'll go into the attack script, and here I just need to copy paste what I already have in certain areas, but first let me duplicate this animation and change its name, of course, to right attack, and since I copied the animation ID, I can just paste it in there and move on. Alright, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this line of code and paste it one line lower. Then I'm gonna change my humanum to humanum2, and then all I have to do here is change the referenced animation to right attack. Next thing I'm gonna do is scroll down, and right here all I actually have to do is copy those 3 lines of code and paste it lower, and then basically I am just changing values, to be quite honest. The reason I left this first part here in slow-mo is mainly because I'd like to show you guys the process, and then later on in the video I'll just speed past it because you know what I'm doing. I'm just copy pasting and changing values to ensure that everything works. Now I'm gonna head into my handler, and as you can see I already have it changing the attack value to 2, so I don't need to worry about that. Now I should just be... oh, I'm gonna show you guys my leader stats here for this. It's attack, we have base anim, we have reward, and then we have punishment. I'm sure you can devise what these values will do out of the names alone. Let me just test here to see that the animation plays, and then we can move on. Alrighty. We've got 20 seconds of downtime. Just here. Right here, the boss is visible because I made it visible so that I can see while animating. But, of course, it's there's nothing wrong here. Here we can see where it actually spawns in, and rage is up. We have the first attack. Here we go, and now we should see the second attack. Boom. Right here I got knocked through the world, and this is simply because I did not add a certain script into that part. So I'm going to stop testing and go do that. The script in question is something I already have done. I used it for the left hand. So all I'll have to do is copy that script into the right hand and change some values. Yeah, I'm also going to change that to 1 second earlier so that it attacks just a tad bit faster there. And right here I'm just going to speed past this. I copy those scripts. It's the collision and attack script, and I just change those values to 2 so that now when the attack value is 2, the boss will actually, well, the hand will no longer be collidable. You won't be able to collide with the hand, and the hitbox on the hand will actually deal damage now once you touch it. So yeah, that's all I had to do. So let's test and see that everything works. once again. I should have really just changed the downtime before it actually starts attacking while testing here, but you know, it is what it is. Right here it's gonna spawn in. Here we go. We've got the rage up, and next would be our left attack. I'm not sure if you can tell, but with most of these, I try to run into the way to make sure that I get hit, so that I can see that the HP is being minused and that I'm not being slapped through the world. And right here you can see the attack is repeating, and that's because the attack value is still 2 right now. All I'd have to do to stop this is change the attack value, which I'm gonna do now. Head into my... Sorry. Alright. Head into my handler, and all I have to do is copy this, align lower, and change the value to 3. I'd also have to change the time. Once I've got that completed, I can work on my next attack, and since I already have my left and my right attack completed, the next attack would be a dual attack where I use both hands. Well, not me, but the Chaos Manifestation. I load in my idle, go back, get that first keyframe, and I immediately get to work. Right here, I'm just gonna let you guys vibe again. Enjoy. And just like that, my dual animation is complete. Next step, publish, and we can move on. So, Chaos Manifestation, dual attack, and that's that. Next thing is the scripting, which I know for a fact I can speed through since I already showed you guys the process of just copy paste, change values, and repeat. So I'll just speed through this. Once again, you guys can vibe with me. And now we can test. I know for a fact the animation is going to play, so I'm not worried with these testing. It's just, you know, to ensure, because you can't always be sure. Gotta make sure sometimes. As well as I'm not the best scripter, so testing to ensure is always a good idea. Chaos Manifestation spawns in, I'm here doing my idle. And the animation is definitely gonna play, I know that for a fact. We do attack 1, I'll just speed up here. attack 1, attack 2, and then he repeats this animation. I fell through the ward though, so what I'm gonna do quickly is adjust my collision scripts, paste those into my 2 lower arms, and I'm gonna start working on a special attack. I feel like that'd be pretty fun, my first special attack. Not exactly certain. Actually, I do have an idea of how I want to get it done, so no worries there. I'm gonna reuse my rage animation and just do my same copy paste process from before so I can skip this part, but this is something that I would like to explain here. This giant box that I just created is going to be the hitbox and the particle emitter at the same time for this special attack. I was gonna get something from the toolbox, but I decided I'll just use some particles that I have already. Just adjust it and it should work perfectly fine. Alright, now we can vibe. Alright, let's test. My weapons are missing. That's odd. I'll turn on my output. No errors. Let me stop testing and start back and see if the issue is resolved. No errors in my output. My leader stats are open and I have 0 soul power and 0 souls saved. My level is level 1. Roblox sort of messed up my data stores, so everything reset. It shouldn't really have an effect on the way this boss fight is played out, so I still ran over to test, but the moment I touched the hitbox for the special attack, an error came up. I didn't really understand it at the time, so I just, I let it play out to see what happened, but I got one-shotted by the boss because, believe it or not, at level 1 my HP is only 10, so the boss can one-shot me regardless. I decided to click the error notification to see what's up, and it points out this specific line of code, which I paid no mind to because before there was no issue with it. There shouldn't be an issue now. Little did I know. This was actually a really easy bug to fix, but I didn't know how at the time, so what I did was I closed Studio and I told myself, okay, since Roblox reset my values, it's sort of bugging out my game, so I'm gonna go back, play through the entire game from scratch until I can just change the values, sort of cheat my way back up to where it was, and then I can just continue testing. So here you can see me just playing through everything from Ace Island go forth, because what I did at first was I went into Roblox itself and played, but on Ace Island I saw that there was nothing wrong. Like, the values there were perfectly fine, so I just had to replay Ace Island, change some values, and here I am, level 11 again. I have my weapons, and I ran over to the boss to test. But the moment I touched the special attack hitbox, the error popped up again, which confused me. I was like, okay. After taking a good look at it, I was still lost completely. I'll speed up this part. this is me doing a bunch of testing to sort of find a way to fix this bug and really just get shit working. Eventually, I made it so that, you know, I do take damage, but those errors were annoying me, so I finally figured out that I can remove that. I adjusted my time because I made an error with the way I put in times as well for these attacks. And yeah, you guys can vibe here. There isn't much else to say. And here we are. I've finally managed to fix these bugs. Last thing I have to do would be make the boss invisible so that you can't see it before it spawns in. And yeah, let's test. I know for a fact that it's gonna work out fine. That infinite yield in the output scared me though. Definitely scared me. I was so confused there. It's just Roblox doing Roblox things. I can't really fight that. Anywho, let's get over here and prepare for what we've all been waiting for. What I've been working on this entire time. This is what I've got done. I'm gonna raise my graphics quality so that we can see this in all its glory, honestly. Okay, we've got the spawn in, the rage. Next up would be our first attack, our left attack. There we go. I took my damage, nice. Right attack as well. We've got the duel, that works. And finally the special attack. Nice. Oh my gosh, it all works! So, yeah, I'm pretty happy, pretty stoked on what's next. Like, everything else that I'd have to do is just make these particles turn off after a certain amount of time and make it so that the damage is continuous in its own right. But yeah, that's that. Thank you guys for joining me in part 1, of course, of creating this boss. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys in the next one. Before I go, I just wanted to just give you guys a quick rundown of everything that happened and how it's done. The boss is managed with the chaos controller, and those are very easy values. Since I'm not very good at scripting, it's very easy for me to manage this because I literally just change this value and I make something that checks for this value, and once this value changes, the boss does this animation, and that's how I'm planning on managing everything. It's honestly just a genius way of doing something complicated very easily, because later on I know I can add in sounds as well. I can add in screen shake, effects, all of this managed with just those values simply being there. It's just beautiful to me. Before you guys go, I'd just like to thank you for watching again. It means a lot to me. If you made it to the end, you're a goat. You're a G. Like, thank you so much. And just wanted to make an announcement for the future of this channel and what I plan on doing. I realized that trying to post daily with my schedule and the way I'm doing things. My videos have been rushed in a sense, so I'm looking more towards a weekly upload sort of thing. Um, this way I can ensure the quality of these videos are a lot better. It gives me a lot more time to edit and ensure that things are done well. And let me know your thoughts on the longer video, you know? Before I tried to keep my video within a certain range, but here I took 2 hours of recording and made it into a 25-minute thing, you know? What do you guys think? Is 25 minutes enough? Too much? Because I could definitely edit this down some more and make it shorter if that's what you guys want. Yeah, that's about it. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Oh, what are your thoughts on my new little renders? I took some time in Blender, even though earlier on, like I think my first video I let you guys know I'm not good at Blender. I decided to tame it and just try my best. I managed to render a few images of my player and just carry it into Photoshop, crop it out, make sure it's a PNG so that I can use it in these videos to up the quality a bit. What do you guys think? I tried my best with that. I put my foot into that, if I'm being honest. I do plan to do other renders in future for more comedic stuff, of course. Just lighten up the video, you know, because you shouldn't take yourself too seriously. Just do what you enjoy and try to have fun doing it. Love you guys, and bye.